Yo, welcome to the Level Up Podcast. I am Ron O.G.
This is Sir Esters.
And I'm Black Ron O.G.
This is the Level Up Crew. It's a brand new year. Very first podcast of the year.
Happy New Year's.
2020. Here we go. We're trying to do big things here in the
different decade.
Oh yeah,
in the Ville. So
that's what's up.
So I don't know. We were kind of we were having technical difficulties all morning. So we're kind of like
crazy.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where we want to go from here.
Yeah. I push fries like white.
Yeah, but how was y'all New Year's? How was everything going?
My New Year's was straight. It was, well, we went over my girl's sister house, played board games, typical family things, family functions.
That's a family man. Family man.
Family functions.
All right.
And I had me some black eyed peas.
Black eyed peas?
Black eyed peas.
You pretty much a married man now, aren't you?
Huh?
In the future. Black eyed peas on New Year's. What is that? Eating black eyed peas on New Year's?
Y'all eat black eyed peas for New Year's?
Nigga, we ate.
Wait, black eyed peas?
I never heard
cabbage.
of that.
Black eyed peas, cabbage. And we had some, we don't drink, so we had that popping them apple ciders.
I mean, I did that.
And Welch's.
I did that Welch's, yeah.
We acted like we was drunk, stumbling. I still drove home.
Apple cider in your system?
Nah, we
What about you?
At my crib, we just had all the kids and we played Uno. We did the sparkling apple cider and grape juice. Had pizza. We ain't eating on black eyed peas and whatever the hell that was.
Not to cut you off, Black. How do y'all play Uno? We was arguing about Uno back when we was playing during New Year's.
We try to do it.
Do y'all play doubles where you can put like double cards?
Like if you do like a draw
stacks.
two.
We call it stacks.
See, that's the thing. My oldest wanted to stack. Like, if he had like two number fours and he was laying them down, I was like, nah, nigga, we're gonna do it.
Y'all don't play stacks.
I was gonna do it the way I did it when I was a kid.
Such an old head.
The only thing that we did new was that if you put in a draw two, I would come up with a draw two, and then Ron would get stuck with four.
No,
we stacked it like that, but we didn't stack like this. Yeah, my oldest. This motherfucker stomped out. No, we don't stack. I said, nigga,
I love stacks, but that be pissing people off right there.
I don't know nothing about stacks.
You got two draw fours, and you put them down, boy, sucker hot.
Yeah.
Boy, that make the other person hot, but they got draw eight cards.
I told my kids, hey, next time we're gonna try it that way.
Stacks is fun.
Because
people get mad.
Because I'm playing of Uno of old. I'm like, nigga, I don't know about all that shit, bro. I knew we do one card at a time. Now we can do this new thing like. If you draw a draw four, I'll throw a draw four. I hope Ron got a draw four. If not, he got 8. But I did tell my son we're gonna try that out. The stacking.
Stacks is fun.
All right. So everybody had a good New Year's.
Believe
it or not, I stayed in once again.
What you do though?
Nothing. Sat on the couch and I sat on the couch, watched Netflix by myself. Believe
by
it
yourself?
Or not. Yeah, I was by myself.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm by myself. I'm sure. Believe me. Believe me.
Why Sir interrogate you?
No, I know. Believe me.
Where were you on the night of?
I had my.
how he do.
No, how do I do?
Sometimes you gotta get that New Year's in.
No,
you know what I mean.
I'm good.
New Year's swing.
And New Year's in. New Year's in.
Believe it. I mean, this has been like 3 or 4 years in a row. I've ended up just at home by myself.
But one thing about it though, you saved your money.
I did save my money and I spent it last night. I'm like, golly, man, I made up for it.
You gotta get them wings in, though.
I know I had to get the Buffalo Wild Wings and my drinks in, them shots in, so I made up for it, but it is what it is. I mean, I stayed in, everybody was safe. I'm glad everybody had a good time. I spent it with the family.
Did you holler at the waitress?
I don't do that.
I don't do that.
Remember when we was at Buffalo Wild Wings?
Our very first meal. Yeah, I was hollering, boy.
Put me on the spot.
I know.
Put me on the spot. Hey, man, don't telling me what I want, man. Let her tell me. Like, dang.
She
I apologize.
She was cute.
But you didn't holler.
I know I didn't. I was trying
to. On the spot, had me on them.
I know, but I had to stay focused on what we was there for. But I did try to holler for a minute.
If you're trying to get it in too, I mean, we ain't mad at you either, dog.
No, I wanted you to get them digits.
I know. I chicken out.
Oh yeah, I remember what you text me.
What are you talking about?
Damn, homie.
Oh yeah.
I got to tell you about that, Black.
Yeah, we'll tell him offline. So
okay,
I'll tell him offline.
Yeah.
Oh, it's offline. Okay. Sorry.
This might put us on the spot.
It could. It's like someone hit me up, like Instagram famous.
For real.
Talking about she want to go live with me, and then she was talking about, hey, I think I met my future husband, and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, that he's showing.
Man, that's a bot.
No, she's real. She's real. She's out of New York.
Out of New York?
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah, she hit me up, and I was like, man, I denied that live chat with her, man. It freaked me out. I'm like,
for
God.
Real?
Because I never had anyone slide in my DMs like that.
Oh, reversal.
That's famous, yeah. She was on me. I was like, ooh, whoa.
It got you off guard.
Yeah, it caught me off guard. My beard was all messed up. I'm sitting at the house with cheese crust on my
Cheeto crumbs in the beard.
Cheetos and
looking like Thor in Endgame.
And then she was talking about she want to go live with me. I was like, nah, nigga, not now. I'm looking a mess. Let me go.
For real. Hey, I see you over there, OG.
But I did slide in her DMs later.
Yeah.
So
I
did. I slid in her DMs. So
okay.
So
I was hoping you was going.
Oh, I did slide in on the low.
Hey,
now it's not on the low. Everybody knows now. But
everybody somewhat knows.
Someone knows who she is. But.
Too bad, too sad, audience.
Oh well.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is. So anyway,
it was Ariana Grande.
It wasn't Ariana.
Some like Ariana.
Yeah, she bad.
She look good. I give her proud. She look good. Right. I would have answered it.
I know you would have. You've been all up in that live.
Just imagine it was a
if I was single. I mean,
put that out there.
Oh yes,
there we go. She was single.
Thank you for saying that first.
Thank you.
You know, right?
Both of them.
Didn't say
Let's get something straight. Let's get something straight. I ain't trying to.
I heard what you said on your
My homeboys,
podcast.
both are taken. Both my homeboys are taken. So if their significant others are listening,
yes, they are.
I know they are.
Haven't seen me come in with a black eye.
I know. What happened? I failed.
Man, it was crazy, man. Remember that dog from Atlanta?
Yeah.
He came back, tripped my leg, man. I hit the coffee table, dog.
See, what happened was...
Hey, what you said? Hey, when people lie, they always be like, see what happened was.
See, what happened was...
Now, you guys heard about that Mexican luchador that's been wandering around at night, hitting people upside the head? Nah, bruh. Guess what? He got me. But when I find him, I'm going to get him back.
All right, let's get back on track here. First thing on everybody's mind is the possibility of going to World War III. And we were talking about this. Now it is in our benefits. I mean, our old heads. This guy could get drafted.
Don't let me feel worse than what I already feel, man.
But could we go to war?
Pat on my shoulder.
I think if Russia get involved, I could see.
Yeah, if Russia do.
You think so?
I could see my boy getting drafted if Russia gets involved.
Got a lot of
Russia got power, dog.
In the Middle East. And they've been doing it since when they tried to go in Afghanistan and the Afghanis ran them out because they couldn't fight that war, like hide in the bunkers and in the mountains and shit. They gave up. Now they're trying to do it. Because of our great orange leader, it started to say he pulling troops out of Syria. As soon as he pulled the troops out of Syria, Russia swooped in on empty U.S. bases, like Russian reporters, and they in there like where the soldiers were eating in the galleys and all that shit. They were in there.
Hey, Mr. Black, break down how Mr. Tangerine started all this. So.
Tangerine, oh.
Man, this fool, he did this shit like from what the reports that I was reading. Him and his best friend Lindsey Graham were on the golf course, and they were being briefed. Now the president's being briefed. This is supposed to go to Congress too. If he wants to take action, he has to say, "Yeah, I want to bomb the hell out of these dudes."
Right.
But he has to go to Congress to get that shit approved. Apparently that doesn't matter anymore because he just approved it and they went through. The only member of Congress that knew about it was Lindsey Graham, and that was because he was at the golf course that moment.
It was at an airport also, right? They bombed the airport.
Oh, they bombed the airport. That's where the.
So they killed the dude, and did they kill other people?
It's the Iranian leader, right? He was
not an Iranian leader. He was a general, like a commander. An Iranian commander was killed in a blast, and then there was another military official who's tied to the group that started all the protests in Iraq when they raided the embassy recently. A leader from that group was killed in a bombing too. So now there's a lot of protests, anti-protests about the bombings going on. There's some protests about.
Some people in them countries was happy about.
Yeah, some people happy about it because they didn't want Iran meddling in with their affairs. Mm-hmm. But on the flip side,
there's more Iranians mad about it than happy about it.
I think so. Yeah. From what I can tell, that's what it sounds like. But yeah, if it keeps escalating, it's.
All I know, we got to draft. I'm going to Mexico, man. Y'all might see me in Mexico, dog.
Look at this dude.
I know.
I'm just playing. I ain't going to Mexico.
I got my freedom papers.
You're not going to be drafted.
Hey, I haven't seen a lot of funny memes.
Yeah.
There been a lot of funny memes that had me laughing.
Like the same, and I was trying to explain to my wife. My wife's saying, they're gonna start a draft, and our son's gonna get drafted because my son's 17.
Right.
And one more year, he'll be eligible for the draft.
Iran is not that powerful.
It's not that powerful. And I told my wife, I said, we thought the same thing too at 9/11. And that was a direct attack to us.
Exactly.
So, and back then, we were thinking, there's going to be a draft because it's practically the Pearl Harbor of our lifetime. And
I was still a kid. I didn't care. But R.I.P. to everybody that got killed in 9/11.
Yeah, I remember when it happened. I was in school, and I was like, I looked
at
You
was in school?
Man.
Why you saying like that?
Why you doing like that, man? I think I was in high school. Yeah.
You was in high school?
Nah, I was not. You probably be college because I was already enlisted.
I was 12.
I was in the Army by then. It was like 2002.
I was 12.
It was 2001. I think it's 2001.
2001?
Yeah, it was 01.
Yeah, okay. Well, I wasn't in college.
I was 12.
Bro, I had just woke up in the barracks and motherfuckers is just going wild. And I'm about to open up the door and cuss these niggas out. I'm like, dude, shut the hell up. I'm trying to go to sleep. It was like what, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning?
No, that's right. I remember where I was at 9/11. I was at this job, and I immediately, like a couple of weeks later, they laid us off. They laid me off because it had directly involved with the business I was in at the time. It had a lot to do with tourism. And once that tourism dropped down, like a month later, I got laid off.
Oh, you was trying to make yourself younger than what he is.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
No, there's nothing wrong with it, though.
You'll get there, too, nigga. You'll get there. You'll get there. Make fun of all
you want.
Mr.
31.
Yeah.
My birthday
your birthday. Happy birthday to my
homeboy.
Was
yesterday.
Yeah. What'd you do, man? What'd you do? What'd you do your birthday?
Nothing. When you get up in age,
she's already. This dude got
I'm gonna explain to y'all
mentality before he got his age.
Once you hit over 30, your favorite birthday thing is to stay in the house and don't be bothered.
This nigga was 35 when he was 20.
I know.
Old soul ass.
Yeah, he got an old thinking anyway.
That's the best birthday.
He always talking about we the old heads. His mentality's been old since he was 12.
Anything or anybody. You just sit down and don't
tight on his money. Don't spend no money on nothing but food.
Sir Esters is the real life Benjamin Button.
I'm the dad off of, what's that Chris Rock show? I'm So Cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Favorites. If you want to give me the perfect birthday present, the best Christmas gift, pay a bill. Pay a bill, man. That's the best gift ever.
Hey, you ain't lying, though.
Yeah, that's true.
For Father's Day, don't give me no tie. Don't give me no socks. Pay a bill.
So that attack was when Trump approved the bombing. That was actually in retaliation to a U.S. contractor that got killed, and then they also try to spin the dude that just got bombed. He's also responsible for the killings of over
100 U.S.
soldiers. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So that was their justification.
So it's not like we just went over there.
No re-election coming up.
I know he got to do something to try to keep his.
But he campaigned that he was going to take troops out of the Middle East. because he said it was a useless war and being out there.
Not anymore.
We shouldn't be out there anyways. But he keeps saying like
he's our president, man. But I don't believe him, man. I don't believe none he's saying.
That fool just sent like 3,000. He's sending 3,000 more troops back up there. So I'm like, dude, come on, bro. If you're gonna campaign on you're gonna stop wars, don't fucking bomb people.
That part, and we don't know how many more episodes we got of this until old homeboy here gets shipped out. Sir Esters shipped out with his little military. Where you going to Mexico? You trying to get shipped out, or you being a deserter? You gone, man. You gone.
You deserting dog.
I'm gonna do what I have to do, man.
I'm
gonna do what I have to
do. He's saying that with his chest out, chest puffed out.
Hey man, I'm gonna have to do what I have to do.
Would you go if you got drafted? Would you go?
I don't have to. I don't have no choice.
You got a choice.
I spent 5 years in jail.
Really? It's 5 years from the
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali spent 5 years in jail. He lost a title.
He would come in looking like a skinny ass gung ho from G.I. Joe.
Muhammad Ali went to jail for that because he didn't go to Vietnam.
But here's the thing, though. You could get drafted, but that don't have to keep you. They said, man, this dude ain't gonna make it.
He'll look bad on my record, though, man. He'll always look bad on my record if I get kicked out.
He keep
it looks real bad on your record.
So you got a
service,
serve. So
yeah.
All right.
Good luck.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be real. Once I graduated college, I should have joined service, but now I just feel like it's too late now.
It's never too
late.
That's what the U.S. law says. It's never too late until you're 35.
Oh, yeah, the draft says that.
It's never too late until you're 35.
35 and that's it.
Hey, they had a meme, too. Like, you know how the NFL draft is? They had a meme just like that where Trump was walking up with his papers, and they had the NFL sound. in the first pick of the draft, man.
Hey, you can do his route and get bone spurs.
Man.
So you got bone spurs, dog. I don't even know what a bone spur is.
Let's just hope that the war doesn't happen.
I don't think
I
it's going to happen.
don't think it's going to happen.
It's a scary time. We got a crazy ass president.
The people got to have something to talk about.
Yeah, we got a crazy ass president right now, and anything's possible.
Man, he a dictator.
Anything's possible. So that's how we got to look at it.
I'm still waiting on North Korea's Christmas gift they kept talking about.
Man,
I was expecting some Red Dawn ass shit to happen, but it's all talk, bro.
All right, I guess we're done with the politics for now. So.
Politics?
Yeah, that's what you said. Politics. That's what they're all is.
I like that.
Sir Esters leading us on this episode. He's got a bunch of shit right now.
I got a bunch of stuff, man.
I don't think me and Black Opino did anything this.
Well,
we're like, no homework for us.
No homework for me.
Man, we're going to talk about...
What we got? What's the first thing on your list you want to talk about?
Well, the first thing I have is the most anticipated albums coming out this year.
I hadn't even been in my research. I ain't gonna lie, I hadn't did.
And you know my MO on music lately. I ain't been listening to shit.
So. Well,
all right, what you got?
Take your lead.
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing, I'm gonna go down the list, and if it's somebody you want to talk about, let's just have a conversation.
All right, let's go.
That's cool. Okay, the first one I got, Lana Del Rey. One thing I would say about her, to me, she had the best album last year. 2019, she had the best album. If you haven't listened to it, I highly recommend it.
I like her.
Okay.
Young Thug coming out a new album.
You can pass on that.
Don't be like that.
Dude, I've never liked that dude. I don't know why. And I for some reason, I just think, I don't know why. It's just, I don't like his music. I don't like him.
Nah, I can't argue with you on that one, man. I respect your opinion on that. I rock with Young Thug, but I respect your opinion.
But not Kendrick Lamar.
Hey, sensitive.
Yeah, we would stay away from that. I know that sets him off. This nigga, he keyed my car after this.
Justin Bieber coming out with a new album.
Justin Bieber?
Yeah, that last album was hard, yo.
I saw him pop up on my iTunes.
He can sing. That
last album was hard. I like that last Justin Bieber album.
I
don't listen to him, though.
J. Cole coming out with an album.
I'm looking forward to that.
Fall Off.
When is that coming out?
I don't know exactly, but it's just saying it's going to be called The Fall Off. It's coming out this year. The Weeknd is coming out this year.
I'm looking forward to that.
Have you listened to any of his songs? The Heartless or Blinding Lights?
I've heard his early stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, when he had the crazy ass hair.
Yeah.
He cut it. He cut it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about. He cut it now.
Yeah, that's the one time when I really was listening to him.
When he first came out?
Yeah, and it was actually when I was working with y'all.
Thursday and all that. I love Dog. I love Dog.
Weekend was hard.
Yeah, he cool.
Your boy OG is coming out. Bryson Taylor.
Ooh, that's my boy right there.
Finally,
it's been a few years.
Finally, Bryson Taylor coming out with an album.
Bryson, what?
I never heard of that.
Bless your heart, Black.
Again, hey man, I live in a cave.
Everybody,
I play video games and listen. And
pray for him. Pray for him.
I play video games.
I know you listen to.
You really be in the cave, man.
I know.
I'm a gamer, dog.
I know you know this song.
All right.
I know you know this
audience,
song.
Just to fill in the space. Ron is going to try to fill me in on what's his name? Bryson Taylor.
Bryson Taylor. You know about that?
I don't want to get copyrighted though.
Go ahead, cut off before they take us off.
No, they won't take us off.
You're gonna get hit, dog.
You don't hear that? They're gonna hit us, man.
Bryson Taylor here.
Do a quick 5-10 seconds.
That's it. That's like
that motherfucker ears burning right now. I hear my music being played illegally.
What you said? And then Green Day, Father of All, what their album's called. And I just realized that was influenced by my boy K. Dot or Kendrick Lamar. Mm-hmm. So you know, I've been on Green Day for a minute.
Yeah, but Kendrick's a great artist.
Hey, Green Day, I figured that Green Day was going to do something new because they recently showed up at the Video Game Awards last year.
Yeah, so once they start that promotion and
when they pop, because usually a band doesn't pop up and do something major.
Celebrity, anybody, if you're not promoting a movie, they pop up in different spots when they getting ready to drop something.
Because Vin Diesel showed up for the goddamn music. I mean, for the Video Game Awards, and he's promoting a new game, Fast and Furious game or some shit. But when Green Day popped up, they were playing all their hits.
Yeah, Green Day go hard.
Green Day was my band back in the day.
Hard, man.
I remember when I first heard Green Day out.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
It was the Dookie. Was it Dookie?
Dookie. I don't know about no Dookie, man.
Dookie was.
I dropped that in the toilet, I don't know about no Dookie, bro.
But it was like the album. It looked like it was hand drawn by kids.
Okay, I know that album.
Yeah,
I know I don't know the name of it, but I know which album you're talking about. But I don't know about no Dookie album.
I didn't know Green Day had a
Dookie, the '94 album.
Yeah, that's what
it's called Dookie.
Yeah, and they got Nimrod was good.
Yeah, I thought so, bro.
Yeah, American Idiot.
That's what I was it. American Idiot.
That was it. American Idiot.
I know American Idiot.
And Dookie was in '94.
And then
I thought that.
Tame Impala. I like Tame Impala. They influenced a bunch of artists in the game. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, I'm waiting for that one.
Give it away.
I'm waiting for that. That's my group.
Hold on, Red Chili Peppers coming back?
Yeah,
Red Hot Chili Peppers coming out with
We'll see.
I can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
Migos, Culture 3 should be out this year.
They all right.
Yeah, Culture 2 wasn't that great. It was okay.
Culture 1 was
their best.
Yeah, so.
Culture 2 was okay.
We'll see with
Culture 3, I think. One thing I would say, when someone come at me so much, I feel like it's not gonna be the same. Cause they've been coming out with their own albums, so I don't know.
We'll see. Time will tell.
We'll see when it come out. Then Logic, that's my boy.
Logic.
I know you are. You went to that concert last year, didn't you?
I got Logic in my car right now.
I like Logic. Logic be going hard, man.
I should have went to that concert with you. I didn't. So.
Logic, Kanye, he coming out another album from what I know.
Hold on, which you talking about the one that came out Christmas, the gospel album?
No, he's got another one. It's part 2.
Album he working on.
Yeah.
The Jesus King 2.
Jesus King 2.
Yeah, okay.
He coming out another album.
I think that's what it's called too.
Is there any albums that you want to talk about that I said?
But you know what? Just to back up on the Kanye part. I actually listened to some of his tracks from the gospel album. It dropped like Christmas.
I liked it.
It wasn't bad, dog.
I liked it.
No, like I said before, it's good. I just don't like Kanye singing.
You remember that one song? It was in the beginning of Belly. They're like, how you want it?
Yeah. They walking in with the lights.
Bruh, I'm at work, bro, and his choir is singing that song, bro. I wanted to walk all up and down my damn hallway in my office, walking
like
in slow motion.
Man.
But
hey, that's the best. To be real, that's one of the best movies that had the best intros.
Oh, Belly! Oh, that was the shit, bro. They walk in, he's like, yeah, him and Nas. They don't make movies like that anymore, man. No. It's like just that feel and
directed
intro.
by Hype Williams.
Yeah,
it looked just like a Hype Williams.
It did. Yeah,
it looked like a Hype Williams video.
I'm gonna drop it down with them niggas.
Hey,
with that banana, eating a banana, all lips up.
Hey, what's the name? Bigger Rakin, man. Rest in peace to Bigger Rakin, man.
He died.
Yeah, he died.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, he died.
Bro, damn, I didn't know. That's news to me.
Bumbercloud, man. You don't mess with Bumbercloud?
Oh, yeah. I do remember. Yeah, I do remember seeing that he died. Yeah.
Hey, I didn't hear.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a Jamaican singer either.
That R.I.P. because I didn't know.
That dude scared me in that movie. He was like, he wasn't no joking, bro.
Messing with that dude with the rooster, man. Messing with Rooster. He killed Rooster, man.
What was her homegirl name? Was Chi-Chi or Kiki or some shit?
Nah, he killed Rooster. And then homegirl came and killed him.
Yeah.
Jumped on top of the top of the second
hey, that's
from the top rope.
I love that dude.
That's did a wrestling move on him, boy.
Hey,
that sucker was killing everybody, boy.
You want to run with the ox? I was like, yeah, all right.
Hey, man, dude killed Rooster, man. He had his homegirl.
So anybody listening that don't know what we're talking about the movie Belly.
Have you seen Belly 2 though? Your boy.
I heard it came out, and I was like,
It had the game. It
don't even look good.
Y'all never watched Belly 2?
I saw the cover of it, and I was like, nope.
I like game as a
look. Like, no, this is gonna be.
I like game as an artist. You are not an actor, dog. You're not an actor.
He gonna come at you.
I heard.
I rock with Game. I like Game. You see, Game probably know you're not a good actor. You see, how he came out no more movies.
He hasn't. So
he came out that movie with Tyrese.
But it's crazy though. If I see a cover or something or the preview or something, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna watch this.
It was low budget.
I ain't gonna watch this.
It was low budgeted, like
yeah.
It was low budgeted, like when they came out with How High 2. And that's on Netflix.
That's on Netflix.
I saw it on Netflix.
Did you watch it?
No, I'm not watching it.
I'm not watching it either.
It looks terrible.
It wasn't Trippie Redd. It was
Yachty. It's Yachty.
And Yachty don't even smoke.
Are you serious?
He don't even smoke.
Yachty and the dude with tattoos on the middle.
I can't remember his name.
Face. Yeah.
He's from Atlanta though.
Yeah, he's on Wild 'N Out.
Yeah, he's on Wild 'N
Out.
For
real.
No. He's a comedian.
I saw it. I for real saw that shit yesterday when I was.
Nah.
Now Yachty might smoke weed now, but I know he didn't. He said he never.
And
smoked
he was
weed.
Fat too.
Yeah.
Oh, we good on that.
Said we good.
Okay. Yeah. Well, them the albums, and then I got another list called the most anticipated movies coming out this year.
All right. Yeah, I'm ready.
You already know Black go watch Mulan.
Man, come on. There we go. It's that racist shit again.
No,
he ain't playing. No, he always say, when he knows he's wrong, he say, I'm just playing. No, you ain't playing, nigga. You ain't
watch it too, though. But if that make you feel better, Black, I'm watch it too.
You always,
I'm going to watch it too.
Come on, man. Why y'all
watch it too?
It's because it has.
It's 2020, man. You got to go past it.
Anything has to do with Asians, he's got to come at him.
I'm going to watch it too, though.
Well, I know you're going to watch it too, but damn, why you got to come at him like that all the time?
Like, that's one of my favorite female cartoons right there, Mulan.
All right.
Y'all already know.
I'm looking at you.
Then Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one.
Gotta see that.
I want to see that one.
What?
At first, I wasn't excited for it, but now I am.
What got you excited for it?
I see the new previews for it, and it made it look a little bit better. Yeah. So
I think
at first, I was like,
the second one.
I don't know, but so I hope they can wrap this up.
Yeah,
and
don't come out with a fourth one.
No, because
don't come out with a fourth one.
You know, Martin
like,
Lawrence
let this be the end.
Martin Lawrence got a big ass head in this one. His head,
you can tell he been eating good.
Ain't doing nothing.
In the trailer, that's what he's pretty much implying. Like, man, I'm trying to settle down.
Yeah, his head big as shit. I was like,
Mike Lowry's still doing his thing. He got a whole team now. So
Bad Boys for Life. Then that new Wonder Woman.
That is the movie I'm waiting on.
That's the one I'm waiting on.
I can't wait.
Wonder Woman. Then you got Black Widow. And Sonic the Hedgehog. Can't wait for Sonic.
I can't wait, bro.
Now I'm a little bit more excited about it after they redid the whole thing.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna watch it after the first Sonic.
I know. You came to work and I asked him.
I was excited, man.
I like the Sonic. I said, you see that new Sonic trailer? He's like, yeah, I'm going to see it. I was like,
I'm just a big Sonic
I wasn't going to see it.
See,
not with him looking like that.
My son's a
Sonic
fan.
I only wanted to watch it because Jim Carrey was in it.
Yeah.
As much
How long has it been since Jim Carrey came out with a movie?
He's coming out with on the low though. You don't hear about him.
Yeah, on the independent side.
He came out on Independence Day?
No, independent movies.
Oh.
Hey, damn, what is wrong with
I'm like,
you?
Independence Day?
He was in Forrest Gump too, bro. He was the bullet that bit him in the ass. Remember, something jumped up and bit me.
I ain't messing with you.
That was Jim
I ain't
Carrey.
messing with you. Hey, bro, it sound like you say Independence Day, man. I still haven't saw that last Independence Day.
No, independent movie.
Independence Day too. Terrible.
Well, hold on. That was a real movie.
Yeah, it was.
Bro, I thought I was having a fever dream.
Nah, that was. I heard it was horrible. I haven't watched it.
Nah.
Then you got Morbius coming out. I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
When is that dropping?
Because
that's not MCU.
They haven't set no date for it yet. They
that's
said
a
it's
Sony.
coming out this year.
Does Venom 2 drop this year?
I don't
Or
think
is it
so.
next year? I think
next year.
I know they're
think
working
it's
on
next
it
year,
though.
so.
But Morbius, explain who's a big comic book fan. Go ahead, tell them, Black, who's Morbius.
Morbius is the living vampire. He's
Spider-Man.
He's a Spider-Man villain-ish type of
Wasn't
dude.
Anti-hero.
Wasn't he
Yeah.
trying to find a cure for something? And
He was
then
trying to
Trying to
find-
find a cure for a disease.
It was a bloodborne disease that he was trying to find a cure for.
Because he got bit, Spider-Man got bit by a spider, and he got bit by a vampire, right?
No, not vampire, but
a bat.
Nah.
No,
Yeah, he got bit by a bat.
No, he tried to. No, you. I think you're going off of the cartoon.
Okay, I know about the cartoon.
okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though, because
I know the cartoon. I don't know about the comics.
The cartoon they did try to keep it as close to the comic book, but I think they twisted it. He was doing genetic experiments on bats to cure a bloodborne disease. I think he tried to experiment on himself, and that's when it backfired.
Okay.
And he got his hands is. He doesn't bite you. His hands has the shit to suck your blood and all that shit.
And wasn't he dating Black Cat?
I don't know.
He was.
Because Morbius was.
He was dating Black Cat, I believe. on the cartoon.
Yeah.
The cartoon. I don't know about the
I don't even know anything.
cartoon.
I didn't know nothing about the cartoon.
Because he was a lover rival of Peter Parker and stuff. Because Peter was into Felicia Hardy.
Yeah.
But I don't. All these Sony Spider-Man movies, I don't know, bro.
I haven't seen that last Spider-Man.
You haven't seen Venom?
No, not Venom.
No, I mean
one.
the Spider-Man.
Coming Home. Homecoming. I haven't seen Homecoming.
No, it's Far From Home.
Far From Home.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Far From Home?
I haven't seen
You ain't
Far
seen
Man,
Night
that is
Monkey? You ain't seen Man, once you see the Night Monkey.
Night Monkey is.
Who the heck is Night Monkey?
We're not going to give
They
it
got
away.
a character named Night Monkey?
I'm not even spoiling that.
We're not spoiling that.
Okay.
You gotta watch
You know I don't care about spoilers, so if y'all want to tell me.
Nah, I ain't telling you about
I ain't telling you about Night
You gotta
Monkey.
find out for yourself.
Night Monkey.
You'll see.
That sounds like something I want to see, Night Monkey.
That nigga sound racist when he
I
said
know
Night
it's like
Monkey.
racing Night Monkey.
And then I don't have it on my list, but also Godzilla versus King Kong.
I hadn't seen the last one though. I
I
didn't
haven't seen
check
the
it
last
out.
one
You
either.
gotta watch it.
I know
I heard
Black
it
was
was good.
excited about it.
I
So
love that. I still gotta buy the digital copy of that one because they used the music from the old Toho movies. Like I'm not gonna sing that shit. I can't sing, but you hear those tunes, bro. It brings you in. There's some questionable character decisions that are being made. It's kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? But I'm in it just for the monster, so
okay.
I can't wait for this.
Is that
King
all the
Kong.
movies?
No, there's a bunch more I have.
Oh,
you
dang.
got the new mutants coming
Yeah,
out. Go ahead
finally.
and talk about that, OG.
About
Finally.
Go ahead and break it down for 'em, OG.
They've released this like 3 years ago, the trailer, and they keep pushing it back. Then with the acquisition Disney bought from Fox, they had to push it back again. So now I think this next trailer, when they're getting ready to drop it soon, by the way.
Soon.
They said this trailer is amazing.
And they made it look like a scary movie too.
Yeah.
That's
At
what got
first
me.
time,
That
at
was the
first,
whole premise.
yeah.
That was the whole premise. It was going to be like an X-Men related mutants thing.
But I think this is
a horror
this time.
movie.
I think they're going to tie it in, and they're going to actually be able to with
That's
the
the new X-Men?
bring in the X-Men through this. That's my theory.
so?
Yeah, with this new
Now,
mutants.
it shit will be
So
dope.
it's gonna be after Wolverine.
I don't know when this is setting.
Yeah,
I think this is all. I think this is a whole new reboot of the whole thing.
Yeah, they need a reboot
because now Disney.
They need a reboot.
Yeah, I think this is a reboot of everything.
I didn't see good reviews on Dark Phoenix. I didn't see no good reviews. I never seen Dark Phoenix.
Hot garbage.
It was hot garbage.
I
know you seen it, OG. Was it hot garbage or?
It wasn't garbage, but it.
I heard nothing good about it.
Good. It was just a movie.
From
was it better than Last Stand?
Yeah.
Man,
it was better than Last Stand.
They're all on par with each other. Okay. Except
Last Stand
Days of Future Past. Days of Future Past was like one of my favorite.
Yeah.
That was so.
The Last Stand was the worst to me. I didn't like the Last Stand.
See, the only ones that I like after the Last Stand was First Class, and I put an asterisk on First Class because it wasn't really the First Class of X-Men.
I like First Class.
First Class was good.
It was good, but it wasn't.
I like how it showed how Professor X was in a wheelchair. It showed the reason why he was in a wheelchair, and I like that.
Yeah.
See, but my thing, because I'm a purist. Now, the X-Men, the First Class of X-Men, you have Angel, Cyclops, Beast, Iceman, Jean Grey, and shit, it was none of them. It was pretty much, it was goddamn the X Factor. Yeah, Havoc was in there, and Havoc had this fucking hula hoop power. I don't know what the fuck that was. I still don't get it.
Then it messed up like the characters too, because Havoc was supposed to be
Cyclops' brother.
Cyclops' brother, yeah.
And I think they do mention that.
But Cyclops is his older brother or something like that, right?
I don't know. Havoc is the younger.
No, he was the younger brother on the cartoons.
Yeah,
but on the movie, I think they had Cyclops as the older brother, I believe.
No, they swapped it.
Oh, they swapped it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's been so long
since I watched it. They didn't even touch on their dad, Corsair. They fucked it all up. But I did like, it was entertaining. Kind of like how I don't like the Joker, but I liked watching the Joker.
Yeah.
It was divisive to me, but I still enjoyed the First Class.
The worst of all those movies was Apocalypse. Because they just messed up.
Apocalypse was the worst. I thought Last Stand was
Last Stand was bad. Apocalypse, because they messed up Apocalypse himself.
Yeah.
And I seen some early drafts of what
I saw those too.
I mean, they look bad as shit. And then they came with this blue looking nigga. I'm like,
Well, he did have like grayish, bluish skin.
They didn't look like nothing like Apocalypse.
No.
And then they messed up Archangel.
Yeah.
They didn't have him looking like was he supposed to look like?
Because he was pretty much like, because the whole thing was because Apocalypse captured him.
Right.
He transformed into a horseman. The skin turned blue. I don't know why X-Men got blue people all the goddamn time. But he had the blue skin. But in this one, he turned into a horseman, but this nigga had regular skin. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, he didn't have the skin. He didn't. He just didn't. They just messed up. Now Disney has it. We'll see.
Throw all that shit in the trash.
I think that's what I'm thinking. That's just a theory of mine.
New Mutants is on Disney.
Yeah. This is.
No, I think it's no. I think it's gonna. I think they might still brand it as a Fox movie though.
They could.
Man, Disney mess with it, man. They gonna have it PG.
Now, if they
it's gonna be PG-13.
Now, because now they're doing they introduced the whole multiverse stuff in Endgame, and the next Doctor Strange movie is in the multiverse.
It's gonna be that's where they're gonna branch off into different.
There's a big rumor that Deadpool, because Disney wants to keep doing Deadpool movies the way they
Deadpool making money, man.
Exactly,
and they said Deadpool the next one's gonna be rated R still. Yeah. So. I'm surprised.
Because they got the perfect person to play Deadpool. Right. When everybody heard it was Ryan Reynolds, that's the perfect dude to play Deadpool. Because he acts just like Deadpool.
So the multiverse of madness is supposedly, and this is the rumor mill, take it with a grain of salt, but they are going to introduce Deadpool into the MCU through that movie. Supposedly.
Yeah, he should.
But then now I'm hearing rumors that
they're going to have Colossus?
Man, I hope so. Because that was the best Colossus I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Even though he's full CG, it still look good to me.
Yeah.
So.
Also, Birds of Prey coming out this year.
Me too.
Hold on, y'all ain't going to watch Birds of Prey?
No, I ain't going with that.
I'd rather watch actual Birds Prey than watch Birds of Prey.
It just doesn't look entertaining at all.
The only thing, Margot Robbie.
Is my girl. I love her, but
she's very pretty.
Yeah. Oh, damn, you got serious on that white girl.
She's very You can't see his face.
You can't see it. I wish I had video, man.
The way I said it.
Automatically.
Real steely, and he leaned into the mic. Come on. She's real pretty.
Do it again for the video. How do you... Wait, hold on.
He ain't gonna do it now.
He ain't gonna do it now.
I can't do the same expression.
Yes, you can. Do it how you did.
She's so pretty,
hey, how you say?
I can't do it. I can't. If you can't catch me the first time.
Oh, how did he do it? How he do it?
She's pretty. She's pretty.
Why you doing like that?
Nigga, you use all the muscles.
I know. He got all.
Bro, hold on. I said it like that.
Yeah, you did it like that. You like, she's pretty. You got one.
Nigga.
We're talking about Robbo.
That was a turn word.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna watch it in theater, but I'm gonna watch it when it come on though.
All right.
It come on.
You love her, but not that much.
Then there's another movie. Netflix coming out with hella movies. The one that I'm really excited about is a Spike Lee movie, The Five Bloods. It's got Spike Lee. Chadwick Boseman is acting in it. It's about like some Vietnam vets come back from the war. So I'm trying to get some treasure.
They got a trailer out?
I don't think they got a trailer out.
How do you know about this?
Because on Twitter, they were just talking about a bunch of movie Netflix coming out with.
He still watch BET.
They coming hard on. They coming hard for Disney Plus.
They got to.
They coming hard on Disney Plus.
So that's a Netflix movie.
Yeah, it's a Netflix.
Netflix shelling out that cash.
Hard.
They shelling. Anybody get a movie on Netflix these days.
Yeah, Disney Plus.
That was the MO the whole time. Yeah. Like they were snatching up independent movies. Like at like Sundance festivals, and the music,
and they're not coming out with no bad movies either. Like I like Six Underground. Six Underground was good to me. I ain't gonna lie, I like Six Underground.
What is that? That Ryan Reynolds? I gotta watch that.
I thought it was good.
See, I'm hearing some people that love it, and I hear people that hate
like
it.
Me. Like
it's okay. I'm gonna
give it a chance though.
It's Michael Bay, so you know there's a lot of stuff blowing up.
It's constant action.
It's constant,
but it's just like
from the beginning. It's straight action.
It's not bad, but it just wasn't my cup of tea.
Like the beginning of the movie is gonna surprise you.
Okay.
Like that surprised me in the beginning of the movie. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Yeah, that was surprising. But it's the action is good. It's just like it just didn't. Maybe I was in a bad mood.
Too much action. Too much action.
Too much bang.
It's like
it's action.
Expendables. It was kind of like the first Expendables because there's just so much action. So much action.
Overload. It's like the story.
I love those movies.
It's an overload of action coming at you all at once.
I'm gonna watch it one more time. Maybe I was in a bad mood. Maybe I was in my feelings.
Give it another chance.
I'll give it one more chance.
I'm watching
because Brett at work, he's like, man, you didn't like it? You're crazy. I'm like.
It was just a lot of action, man. It just hit you all at once, man. It's like you have no time to really settle.
It's
just a lot of action.
Okay. I'll give it a chance. I'll give it
one more chance. Then I come in next podcast, man, that movie was trash. Or I redeemed myself. It was decent. So it's gonna be either or.
Then another movie is called Antebellum. It's got the producer from Get Out and Us.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
And the main actor gonna be Janelle Monáe. If y'all don't know,
is this done by Peele?
No, it's not done by Peele though. It's the same. It's one of the producers that did Us and Get Out.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be one of them type of movies. It's like a writer. She gets pulled back in time to like the slavery days.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's one of them type of movies.
Nigga, that's one of my nightmares, dog. You know?
Yeah, getting pulled back in slavery.
Anything past 80 is a nightmare to me.
But Jordan Peele is producing Candyman.
I heard about that.
He's producing
Candyman.
And
isn't the original Candyman coming back?
He's coming back, but there's a new Candyman in it, but the original Candyman is in it too.
Oh, he's going to have a little cameo part.
I don't know. We don't know his part in it, but the guy who's being Candyman, I think it's the dude that played Black Manta.
In
Aquaman.
I can see him.
Yeah,
I can see him.
He's the new Candyman.
For real.
Yeah, his name is Abdul. I don't know. I can't say his name.
He was a good villain though, Black Manta.
I liked his character.
He played good as Black Manta.
Did you see how skinny he is now? Because he's like doing for a different movie role. He's all thinned out now, but he said he put like 25, 30 pounds on for Aquaman. Now he's super thin now. He said he put on like 20 pounds of muscle for
I want to know what diet plan they on, nigga, because I need to shed a lot of Aquaman.
They got trainers.
They got trainers, and they don't get drug tested, so they
like that dude.
You right about that?
They can put
the
in what they
Eternals
want.
movie. His name is Kumail Nanjiani. He's like an Indian dude, and he was like in Entourage, I think. Like he plays nerdy roles, and he has an average dude body.
I seen him.
And this nigga look cut as hell. He said
built.
it. if it wasn't for Disney, because they have the money to give him the nutritional plans and the best trainers in the world, this motherfucker look cut as shit, bro.
You know, I did read up, and they said they do take drug enhancements. They can do that.
I don't know if they take drug enhancements.
For a movie, that's different though.
For movies, they can do that to get bulk and big.
See. And
fast, so
I can believe that because the one person that pops to my mind is Christian Bale. All those Christian Bale movies, like when he played Batman,
right?
That he was, who was he played like a president or some shit, and then he was like mad fat.
Remember that?
And then he got like mad skinny, super skinny.
I just remember him.
But he said he's not doing that no more. He said it took too much toll on his body.
The extreme extreme diets to get them real skinny and bulk, and it's like up and down, but. For a movie role, for $20 million a picture, I do a lot of things.
Yeah, no, I guess I'll do a
I'll do a lot of things, but some things I won't do.
All right.
We know.
So what else? What else popping up?
New Bill and Ted Face the Music's coming out this year.
All right.
And OG still haven't watched Bill and Ted.
I've seen one single Bill. I know. Shame on me. I'm gonna go home today and pull it up on Netflix and see if it's on.
Man, and it's gonna have the same actors, Keanu Reeves and the other dude.
I haven't seen that other dude in anything.
I haven't either.
So he's like, man, I'm hurting, man. I need some.
But the actresses that they got to play their daughters, they look just like them. They will look believable as their own children. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'll check out Bill and Ted.
But it looks like
you should.
It looks like Bill. Hold on, Keanu was Bill, right? Or he was Ted.
I don't know which one was. It's been so long since I watched it.
And then if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But I think he played Ted. But Keanu Reeves' character in the old movies, his dad was like the straight edge, like shirt tucked in the pants.
Typical dad. Go to work, come home. Yeah,
exactly. And he went. And if he didn't do right, Keanu Reeves' character was going to military school.
Oh, that typical.
That kind of guy. So in this one, it looks like he's become his dad because his shirt's tucked in like a motherfucker. Hell yeah, bro. He's wearing a plaid shirt.
Yeah.
Shirt tucked in the pants, bro. It's crazy.
The best one is the second one.
All right.
That's the one with the robots. Man, he was fighting the robots.
Yeah.
That's the best one. That was the best one.
I heard they were good films, but I just never have.
Bogus Journey, I think it was called. Bogus Journey.
And then
Station.
Then you got Coming to America's coming out this year. Same cast.
Good. I can't wait
James
for
Earl
that.
Jones in it.
For real.
Yeah,
James Earl Jones.
He's got a kid over here that he know about. So
yeah. So. He found out he had a son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah. He found out he got a son.
The barbershop scene was the best.
So I love he come for his son. Yep. And then if you have kids, Minions 2.
Nope.
School.
I got kids and nope.
And then SpongeBob coming out a new movie.
Yeah, that looked decent.
I only watched the first SpongeBob movie.
You didn't watch the second one?
The second
one
was good. The second was good. Both of them were good.
I only watched the first one.
But this third one, I don't know. I don't know.
Is it like in SpongeBob in real life again? Like
no, it's like 3D now.
Yeah, I think it's like 3D.
It kind of looks weird.
I love SpongeBob, bro.
It looks weird, so.
I love SpongeBob.
And then them the only movies right there.
I got one that you didn't mention is Tenet.
I don't know nothing about no Tenet. Go ahead and explain it for us.
I can't explain it. Because it's like it has something to do with Tenet reads the same forward as it does backwards. So that's the whole movie is based off that algorithm type things. Yeah, so anything that happens, you can reverse it to fix it. So it's one of those weird Christopher Nolan movies like what's the other movie with?
Tell them, what was it like? Black Inception.
Inception, yeah.
I haven't watched Inception.
That's on Netflix.
That's on Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Watch Inception. Okay. So it's like it's dreams within a dreams within a dreams.
Yeah,
it's like you get lost for a second.
I'm not. I was watching it at first, and then I just got lost.
What in Inception?
Yeah, because
you have to watch it at least like 2-3 times.
It's just like what he said. You have to have that person dream, and then you got to get that next person to dream, all to make that person think that they had this idea in their head the whole time.
But then they went into a third dream within the dream. So that was the dangerous part.
Yeah.
And then there's kicks. You know, when you falling back and you wake up, like catch yourself, each dream has a kick. and they had to time that just right. And then
that sound like the Matrix.
It is. They were fighting like floating in the air, and it was like
crazy.
It's crazy. It's like 5 or 10 minutes in the real world is like 2 or 3 hours in a dream. And each dream step you go down, each dream, it turns into hours and years, and it's different time limits. So it's crazy, bro. Crazy. So you gotta watch it at least 2 or 3 times.
It's a good movie. It was just when I was watching, I was so overwhelmed.
It's too much coming at you.
Too much.
You have like you can't have no distractions.
Yeah, and that was my problem. I had my kids with me, and I had my nephews, and I was trying to watch it.
Watch it when it's just you and focus.
Oh, I'll try.
And you might have to get a pen and paper for it too, because the reception is. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now they're within I watched it again this past weekend, and I finally got it.
And there was another movie I saw on YouTube. It tripped me out. It's called John Henry, and
the steam engine dude.
That's what I thought. And then it's got Terry Crews. So you think Terry Crews would be the John Henry? It don't have nothing to do about the steam engine John Henry. It's got Terry Crews and Ludacris in it.
Luda.
I know, right? You answer that.
Hold on.
Well, you said Ludacris.
Like, if you look, just watch the trailer and tell me what you think.
It's on Netflix?
It's not on Netflix, but it's a trailer. I saw the trailer on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought it had something to do with the John Henry with the steam engine. It don't have nothing to do with it.
So is it coming out in the movie theaters?
It should be coming out this year. But when I saw the trailer and I saw Terry Crews, I'm like, okay, Terry Crews probably playing John Henry.
With the
his name is John Henry.
No, with that.
John Henry.
His name is John Henry, but it have nothing to do with no steam engine. He's like a cop or something, and like Ludacris is like a big time drug dealer. It's some. Just watch it, man. It's a trailer on it. But I also them the end of the movie list. But I also got shows that's coming out 2020. You know I watch streaming, so it basically be on streaming services.
Yeah, I think that's everybody now.
Yeah,
watch streaming.
So basically, what's coming out the end of this month is Dracula.
I'm looking forward to that. That looks really
Netflix.
good.
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
Okay.
So.
Dracula's coming out. That looks real good. Then OG, our show Narcos, Mexico. I still gotta watch it.
What?
Now hear me out.
What?
Disappointment. Before I get jumped in the studio, I was trying to watch it. But I got kids, bro. That sounds like a cheap way out. I got kids, nigga. But I had I watched some crazy ass shit with my kids, but I actually had like my younger nephews. I ain't want to see no crazy shit.
So kids don't need to be watching Narcos.
It's rough, on bro. It. I passed on that first season.
You 17-year-old can watch it.
Yeah.
Oh no, me and this nigga, we done watched Mr. Robot and all kinds of. We seen some shit, but with those little dudes, I didn't want them to walk into some real shit.
Yeah, that's some.
Yeah, so it's rough.
I
Narcos Mexico, no joke.
I passed on it, and then it just got lost and became just dust in the wind. I just totally forgot about it.
Bodies.
That's coming out in February. Narcos season 2.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
That's the one that got Michael Pena in it, right?
Yeah.
The dude from Man.
Yeah, Mandalorian, the Mando.
Yeah.
Oh, Mando's in it too?
That's him. That's it. Narcos, he's in it. He's been all 3 series.
Mando's the narco.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Okay.
Then there's a movie about.
That shit blew my mind.
There's a movie also coming out on Netflix. It coming hard for Disney Plus. About Madam C.J. Walker. Y'all know who Madam C.J. Walker is?
First millionaire. First
female African American millionaire.
Right. She did hair products and shit.
She did hair products and all that.
I remember seeing that like on the back of a cereal box.
Octavia Spencer go be in it, and Tiffany Haddish go be in it.
Tiffany Haddish.
I know, right?
I mean, I like Tiffany Haddish.
She coming at you a lot. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think that's what
I think they
I like her as a comedian.
I feel like they're throwing it and they're forcing her onto us to like us, and she needs to come at her own pace.
I like her story.
I like her.
I like her whole story.
And she was homeless.
I like her because she seems like a genuinely good person.
That's what they say.
But it's just everybody's like throwing us in our face.
And there's nothing wrong. I mean,
there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong, and that's her husband. It's her making money, and I'm all for it.
And I like her. I feel like
I wish they, because some of the roles that they're giving her are just kind of just.
Just here. It's
just,
Tiffany. He's Tiffany.
Kind of like The Rock. Nah, I love the fucking Rock.
Yeah, the same with The Rock.
And they're doing the same shit with The Rock. Like and
then he's doing Jungle Cruise coming out. That's the same movie he just did. Yes. I'm like, what the?
I saw that. I saw that. I ain't even watched the trailer.
I'm like,
I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer.
Is it like Jungle? What's it called? Jumanji.
It's like Jumanji.
It's Jumanji-ish. It's not like the fucking board game is alive or the ride. It's based off the Disneyland ride, Jungle Cruise.
But then there's like crazy creatures and stuff. I'm like,
it's not like it's modern time. He's the dude that works at the Jungle Cruise ride.
Rock, make your money, but come on, man.
No, it's based. The Jungle Cruise. It's in a jungle. Like it was like in the 30s or the 20s and shit, like industrial age.
Okay.
And he's giving these entertaining tours of this jungle. He has all the fucking the jump scares and all that shit. But then his boat is actually chartered to do some real ass Jungle Cruise shit. And then that's where it kind of.
I think it's just too close to the other movie.
It is super close to
super close, and he needs to like hold off on it a couple years.
And I've got another movie, Fast and Furious 9.
I didn't even see the last one.
I
haven't seen the last one either.
I stopped watching that 5.
At this point, why don't they just do a YouTube channel?
No, I did watch House of Song.
I watched. Just do a YouTube channel. I know it's
make a show on it because they're coming out with next. They're gonna be saving the world going in outer space.
Is it?
I can see that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They was going helping saving the U.S. and they started saving. And I
heard the last one.
Next they're gonna be saving Earth, going into Mars.
House of Song was good. I liked it, bro.
I heard it was good. I heard it was good.
It's too many.
I know. That's like when I seen it.
Too many for me. Too many for me.
It does. It's not like a street race level. Because
like
Fast and Furious was
the first four, okay, they street racing at that point. Then it got to a point like they saving the world. They need street racers to save the world.
Why not? Exactly.
Crickets.
I know, right?
Why not?
I'm not going to
make your money, Mr. Johnson. I'm gonna watch the goddamn Jungle Cruise, and I'm watch Jumanji the next whatever the fuck.
You're a better man than me, man.
You know what that means? You know what that means?
Us Samoans
better than me.
Us Samoans gotta stick together.
You better than me. Yeah, I saw a meme on that. Anytime a black dude says you better than me, that means nigga you crazy.
That's the right interpretation.
And then I was like, then every time he says it to me, I said, man, what you really saying? You better man than me.
Also, they're coming out with a show on Netflix about Selena.
Which one, the singer?
Yeah.
Anything for Selena.
I thought she already had a documentary.
They had a movie.
They had a movie with
Jennifer Lopez. But they're coming out with a show on Netflix.
That is for one fine woman. Oh my
Selena
goodness.
or Jennifer Lopez?
Both.
Well, both of them, yeah.
I take Jennifer, though.
Yeah, both of them pretty.
How old is Jennifer Lopez?
Oh, no.
40s?
I don't care.
But she's staying shape, so.
Yeah.
She's staying shape.
But she married to Derek Jeter? Or, the other
Alex
one.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Hey, Jennifer, he don't do right. Slide in my DMs at the level up, the underscore level up. You know, they sliding in there. So when they get on this.
Also, you got the Falcon and Winter Soldier coming out in the fall.
Which one?
The Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I can't wait, bro.
Coming in the fall.
I don't know how this is going to go.
So. I think it's going to be all right, bro.
Then you got WandaVision coming out late 2020.
Yeah, they moved that time up, by the way.
They did move it up?
Yeah, it's coming out this year, too.
All right.
Because it was next year.
Then, like I was telling y'all before, Netflix, they losing all the Marvel shows. So they coming out with another superhero show called Jupiter's Legacy.
And what is that like, you said?
I really can't explain it, but it's off a comic book. Like, you know how Amazon... What?
Is it... Now, when you say Jupiter's Legacy, I'm thinking of that. Remember that Channing Tatum movie, Jupiter Ascending?
Yeah.
Is it something like that? Like with fucking
what I've seen,
aliens?
Part of it is like superheroes. They're trying to leave, like, I guess it's like sidekicks trying to leave from their bigger counterparts.
Okay.
So, there's superheroes and sidekicks. I think it's got to do with sidekicks leaving they superhero counterparts.
But I hear nothing but good things about the show that is, like you said, you compare it to The Boys. I heard The Boys was so good.
Or Umbrella Academy. It's going to be something like that.
Umbrella Academy was dope as hell.
That's coming out this year.
Yeah, season 2.
I can't wait for that.
I can't wait.
Dope, bro.
The Boys season 2 coming out this summer. Yeah. I can't wait for that.
That shit was real.
You got Amazon Prime. I highly recommend. That's the only show worth watching on Amazon.
I'm gonna check out The Boys. I heard nothing.
Check out Jack Ryan, bro.
Okay.
And The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. No, I'm fucking with you.
And what?
The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Every time I turn on my Fire Stick, bro, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. They
got so many. They got a lot of shows on there, but it's not. It don't sound interesting.
See, they got the good Prime shows. Now you should watch The Expanse. The Expanse is a good. It's a space show, but the way it's grounded. Yeah. So it's not like some high fantasy Star Wars type of shit. It's like. It shows people. It used to be a sci-fi channel show.
It's grounded like Lost in Space.
Yeah,
Lost in Space is
it shows
good,
like the long-term effects of your body being out in space, or long-term effects of your body theoretically living on Mars. Because niggas that live on Mars, they're fucking long as shit, and they're gangly, and if they go to Earth, they can't handle the gravity, and they eventually die. So you should check it out, bro. It's actually kind of cool.
I don't check that out. I was going on my girl's account, man. I don't got no Amazon account.
Cheap as hell.
Mm-hmm. You know how I do,
cheap
right?
As hell.
Old head mentality.
Fargo season 4. Fargo season 4 is coming out. Fargo. The only reason I'm gonna watch because Chris Rock, he's supposed to be playing like a gangster. So,
for real?
Yeah, he's supposed to be like a big time. I
did hear something.
Oh, you saw that? No, I saw the trailer for it and it looked interesting. It's like him against. It's kind of like him being Bumpy Johnson against the Italian mob, kind of like that.
And what you finally checked out this weekend? Well, since we've been
The Irishman.
The Irishman. See, he came in here happy too, bro.
He was happy as hell.
Irishman was worth it, man.
But yeah, the
Irishman was real good, man.
So
like,
I told
Jimmy
you,
Hoffa should have learned. He should have stayed cool, man. Should have stayed.
And I told you he wouldn't set his ass down after he got out of prison.
Hard-headed, man.
They were like, hey, you need to sit down. Things are different now.
It
is what it is.
When they said that, I mean, look, you better.
He says they gave him plenty of chances too to sit down. I said, dude, take your little pension and be quiet.
Yeah.
No, this is my union. Okay.
So he wanted to have his cake and eat it too, kind of shit.
Yeah, after the fact, because things have changed when he went to prison.
Yeah.
You know, things changed. They were doing things differently. I never
knew he went to prison and shit.
I also went to prison.
When I heard about
well, they say he was one of the biggest things since the president back in them days.
He was a subject in social studies when I was younger.
For real?
Yeah, in high school. And
I read about him. I know nothing about him.
It was because it was union related. They were talking about unions, and then Jimmy Hoffa just was a small subject.
Okay.
But they just talked about how corruption in unions, and then I was like, well, damn, that's kind of jacked up. You mess up with this union dude, but I didn't know he was like that.
Dude, he was something else. And the thing is, if y'all looking for his body, good luck, because there's no body.
He's underneath the Yankee Stadium.
No, there's nothing left.
Yeah, there's so many stuff in the movie. In the movie, it says something different. I ain't gonna spoil it for you.
Okay. Yeah, we won't spoil it.
Something different.
I just want to say there's nothing left.
There's so many.
I promise I'm gonna watch this goddamn movie.
But there's so many ways. Like there's so many predictions on what happened to his body. But the movie says what happened to it. But there's so many other ways people have been.
Yeah, because I
heard other people saying they put him under concrete. I heard he's under Yankee Stadium. I heard that too.
Yeah, but with the way what shows in this movie, he's like, dang, there's nothing left.
Yeah, there's another way they showed him in the movie.
Yeah, you'll see. He's like,
but it's just, he didn't want to play his role.
Yeah.
He took it as like, I didn't snitch on nobody. Da 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 da. I want mine, and they told him like it is what when the mob tell you.
I was about to say
it is what it is.
The mob or the government.
The mob was backing him the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they told him like when they say it is what it is.
They say here's your little money. You got money.
And it wasn't like no little 100,000. He had millions,
bro.
So he was living comfortable, super comfortable.
He was good, but he just wanted that power back.
He wanted that power back.
He was power. He wouldn't sit down.
That power.
And then they told his best friend. They pulled him to the side, Robert De Niro, and they say,
Talk to him.
They said, I tried talking to him, but he ain't listening. And they looked at Robert De Niro and they said, and Robert De Niro, he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
He didn't want this to go. He said, look, it's going to happen either with or without your help, either way.
Yeah.
And Robert De Niro's like, ooh, damn, nigga, I ain't in this.
Yeah, you know when you're a hitman, if you don't do the job, they gonna do you.
They gonna do you and do the person.
Yeah.
So you lose your life.
I know Robert De Niro was a hitman.
Yeah, he was a hitman.
He's Bobby the Bull, whatever.
But he would like real cool with it though. He was like
he wasn't no joke. De Niro wasn't no joke, man.
He wasn't playing.
And I'm the type of person, when I'm watching a movie, I'll pause it and read up on the person.
But Robert De Niro didn't come off as a hitman. That's what made him so good as a hitman.
Really?
He was cool, chill with you.
See, I heard a clip because Robert De Niro was he guest starred on one of the late shows, like before the movie came out, and he played a clip of his character, and he just sounded like some. Like it sounded like some boring dude.
He was at first, and then he wanted to get in with the mob, and he just worked his way in. He was like, He wanted that money.
He needed that money.
He needed that money. Then he hardcore hitman, cold. He's cold too, bro.
This is like, I love mob movies.
Yeah.
And this is probably one of the best mob movies I ever seen.
That's why
I love Goodfellas. I love Casino. I love The Godfather. But this is up there, dog.
That's what I told you.
And then they got another, and then they talk about it. Did you listen to the conversation that they talked about the movie? No. They got another show on there where they talk, when like Al Pacino and all them sitting around talking about the movie.
Oh, I need to watch that.
It's like a good 30 minutes of them.
But I told you, that was like my number one movie last year when we did our year in review. That was my movie.
Because it's based off of a book.
It's so good, man. It's up there.
Yeah, because it's based off of a book. Because at the beginning, dude is so old. Yeah. Robert De Niro's so old, and they do a lot of CGI and all to make him look young and all.
He said there was no CGI on the anti-aging.
Oh, for real?
It's straight practical effects and stuff.
And makeup, man. That was some of the best makeup.
No green screens, no CGI. He said that's one thing he kept touting.
But Joe Pesci was cool in this one. You know, he wasn't wilding out.
Always, in the mafia movies, Joe Pesci is always the hothead.
The wild dude.
But he was the cool one in this one.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part of it.
Everybody was cool except for
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, man.
And you know Al Pacino in The Godfather, he was cool. He was Hoffa.
He was Hoffa.
Yeah. Al Pacino was Hoffa. And
Al Pacino, wow, bro.
Who did the movie? Martin Scorsese?
Yeah, Martin
Scorsese. Yeah, he did it.
Because I'm about to say, because that's like Joe Pesci,
and all the dudes in there.
Al Pacino. Those are all Scorsese dudes.
Yeah, all of them.
Man, it's worth watching.
I told you that.
Because Robert De Niro, he's so old that the FBI was still trying to look for Jimmy Hoffa's body. And De Niro like, man, I don't know. He said, I don't know.
At the very end, he still wouldn't give anybody
wouldn't give him up.
He was old.
Because he was telling his story. He was breaking down. He was like, I'm going to die anyway. And he became a Christian, got baptized and all that.
And FBI.
FBI
was still asking, where is Jimmy Hoffa? I don't know what you're talking about.
He still didn't tell.
He didn't tell. He said, I don't know what you're talking about.
But he was telling his story, though.
Can't snitch, though.
He didn't snitch.
And then you got.
I wonder what Tekashi 6ix9ine movie gonna look like.
We already talked about that. And then we got the new Boondocks coming out.
I can't wait, bro. You gotta watch that, Ron.
I'm gonna watch it because John Witherspoon passed, so I wonder who they gonna have to play Pops.
I wonder if he pre-recorded the show though.
I don't think he did.
No, I don't think they pre-recorded.
Because his son, JD Witherspoon, because I follow his son on Twitter. Based on what I was seeing, I don't think he actually started any recording. So
yeah, that's the only reason I'm gonna watch the Boondocks, because I want to see who they got playing Pops. That's coming out, and you need to watch it, OG.
You gotta watch it.
I know.
I think it's on Netflix too. I think
it's on Netflix.
Is it on Netflix?
I thought I saw it, but
it might be.
But you know how Netflix they always
update.
They update their list and stuff.
Depends, so. And then they can actually keep up how many views a show gets. So.
Yeah.
And then
if it's popular, I keep it. So
Insecure season 4 should come out this year.
I don't even know what that is.
Man, I heard about it.
Highly recommend. You guys HBO. I highly recommend watching. Then Euphoria is supposed to come out.
I heard that show was rough.
And then the Shy season 3. And the only reason I'm gonna watch the Shy.
That's on Showtime, right?
That's on Showtime.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm gonna watch that is because
you got all the channels, and you don't got Disney Plus.
I know.
Dang. I got everything but
is he paying for it though? That's the real question.
Okay. I know, right? Hey man, I live my truth, man. Man.
He's gonna come here, man. I got Disney Plus now. I ain't paying for it though.
If I come in here talking about Disney Plus, I'm probably not paying for it. I'm gonna be honest. If I come in and talk about Disney Plus, talking about, man, The Mandalorian is good.
Yeah, it's like,
one of y'all gonna put me on the spot. Are you paying for it though? I'm like, nope.
I will be that guy. I'll be there with open arms.
Them the only shows.
But here's the thing. This is gonna be an unpopular opinion, probably to our. I don't think right now Disney Plus is worth paying for anymore.
You don't think so?
If you want to watch a bunch of reruns,
I don't see The Mandalorian is done. I done caught up on my Simpsons. I'm done until
you caught up on the Simpsons.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, nigga, that's like 30.
I've been watching.
That's 30 years of the Simpsons.
Guess what? I'm old.
Old head.
I remember when Simpsons. This. Okay. I was in high school. And the show was running, and I wore a Bart Simpson shirt to school. Thought it was cool with "Don't eat my shorts, man."
Yeah,
with him on skateboard. So I've been watching Simpsons since.
I've been watching Simpsons
for years. So I don't seen most of the episodes.
I remember when I first watched the Simpsons. Then I watched the first season. Those suckers look funny.
Yeah, they weird looking out. At least his hair's all got to look funny.
You talking about the Tracy Ullman when they were like a clip on the Tracy Ullman show?
Yeah, they were still the same even after they got the show. They were weird looking.
I remember watching it. I remember watching Simpsons on how they look now. That's what I remember.
The old Simpsons.
When it was old.
And Homer talked differently.
Yeah, dude.
Like he wasn't even funny.
So, and this was interesting.
I think what they did is they were all focused on Bart at first, and he was the funny. And now it's more of Homer and their life and the adults. And they said they went that route because adults go through more things. They can experience more things, and they ran out of kids stuff that actually kids could go on. I was like, that makes sense.
I can believe that.
So now it's Homer. It's Homer's my boy. He's funny as shit. But yeah, they were different back then.
But like the Disney Plus, because I don't pay for my Netflix. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But
yeah, Netflix is higher than Disney Plus.
A lot of stuff.
Netflix is worth it though.
A lot of stuff. Because I do pay for my Hulu, so
Hulu is only $2 now, man. I think it's still $2
with Disney Plus.
No, my shit's free.
Now I know before they had a Christmas special, Black Friday through Christmas. They had it for $2.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, but all the shit I'm watching is on Hulu. It's on Disney Plus because I like watching the old movies. I'm still going through The Simpsons right now.
On Hulu, not to cut you off, you need to watch. The Purge. They got Purge show.
Do they?
Yeah, they got Purge show on USA, but you can watch it on Hulu.
Right.
And then they break it down.
Okay.
They break it down, but they got the Purge. Then they got you need to watch Atlanta. Atlanta's good. And
Atlanta's good. I watched the first season.
Snowfall. You need to watch Snowfall's real good.
Snowfall's that one with Freeway.
Well, John Singleton was talking about Freeway's story.
Okay.
And Freeway tried to sue John Singleton.
Oh, for real?
But John Singleton switched up the names.
Yeah.
But Freeway was like, "You're using my story, man."
Yeah.
So he tried to sue John Singleton. And John Singleton passed.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I don't know if he's still trying to sue for the show or what.
He probably, it's
but
American,
Snowfall is real good. And then Rami, you need to watch Rami. Man.
Yeah, I seen the trailers for Rami.
Rami is funny. I watched that like Thursday. I watched the whole season, bro. That crap funny.
Right.
Cause nothing against Muslims, but that crap it tells you about going through a Muslim lifestyle. It's like, let me say this. It's like OG. You know how wild and crazy you are.
No, I'm not that wild and crazy for the record.
Okay, I'm letting him say that. But it's like OG, but dude is a Muslim, but he trying to better himself, but he's so wild.
So, is that me?
Well,
I'm not wild. My sister said I done got wild, but I'm not wild. Why is it? All right. No comment, huh?
Rami is real good. You got to watch Rami, man. That crowd funny, dog. That's one of the funniest shows. And I didn't even know dude a comedian. Dude
is really?
Yeah. He's like it's like watching Atlanta, but dude's a Muslim.
All right, cool.
All right, you got the list.
The list.
Yeah, my whole.
How are we looking on time?
I think we had a time.
We got enough time, man.
You think so?
Yeah, we still got good. We could do a good.
I know, but we got somebody else.
Yeah, we got somebody else coming in after us.
Oh, man, it's all right. What else we gonna talk about, man?
Man, it ain't all right. They knocking on the doors and you get your asses out. We gotta go.
They ain't knocking yet, man. They not out knocking yet.
We got evicted out of our studio. We doing the next episode behind the dumpster at the Red Lobster.
Be like, y'all niggas gotta go.
We're hearing a lot of N-words.
Yeah.
And F-bombs. We can't do this around here. Not in the studio.
Remember when was your kids said, can I sit in with y'all one time? No, you can't sit on this show.
You're going to hear some shit that you can't unhear, and you've heard enough from me.
Your little girl is the greatest. I like all that hair she got.
Right.
That hair is it's big. I like it though. She pulling it off though.
No thanks to me.
She got all that hair.
Right.
She's always seemed like she's in a good mood. She's always happy. She's always with you. That's your girl. That's your. She's always with you. She's on you all the time.
She always coming with daddy.
See, my boys,
she like being with daddy.
Yeah, no,
my boys are like
they don't care. Yeah,
like my youngest son, he's down the road, but he's all right if he'll let me know. Dad, I think I'll just stay. I was like, cool. My daughter. And then when I was leaving, she heard the door open, and she fell asleep on the couch watching YouTube or playing the Xbox. She woke up like, where you going? I said, don't worry about it. I'll be right back.
Had sleeping, drool rolling out of mouth.
Hair look like Mufasa. Where you going? Don't worry about it. I'll be right
because
back.
every time, wherever you are, she's with you.
Right there,
yeah. She's with you.
And the passenger seat.
I kind of miss that as far as, I wonder what that's like. I got 2 sons.
Yeah.
So I always wondering if I had a girl, would she be on me like that? Because my sons, they like, Dad, I'm staying at the house. I'm not going with you. No, I'm staying in the car.
That's how my boys are.
They're all about, one's 17, one's 12.
Want to kick it with their friends.
They want to kick it with their friends all the time.
With them girls.
I don't know where they get that
from.
They
don't know how they daddy do. They don't know how they daddy do, but hey.
What daddy do?
They don't know how daddy do they? Do they know how daddy do? Because
but if they listening, they do now.
They do.
If they listening, they do now.
But here's the thing. When we go out all together, and then when I'm with my son,
totally different.
I'm totally different. Everybody says,
where did we go? Went to a beer fest.
Beer fest.
Out West Nashville. Straight daddy mode.
And they were still, I was looking.
Mode. But it's just, there you go.
I was like,
it's like a straight daddy mode.
See,
straightforward.
When I used to work with y'all, and then the company did the family day, his whole demeanor changed, bro. He was with the boys, and I would see when I'm with my dog. I keep it 100 with her. It's like the way I talk with you guys now is that's how I talk with her.
Yeah.
I usually try to keep her distant from other people saying some weird ass shit, but she knows Daddy gonna say some weird ass shit.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to talk like we talk like when we were on the line, and my mom was like, hey, how you doing, son? hey, how you doing? I said, who the hell is this dude?
Straight dad mode.
I'm dad. I was like, I can't.
Invasion of the Pie people. The Pie people done took this dude and swapped him out with a.
Hey,
it's the same thing.
Different person, man.
When
but you gotta do that sometimes, though.
Yeah, when you and your girl saw us at the Lego thing, she was like, "Man, what's wrong with him?"
Yeah,
because I had both of my sons with me. Both of them with me.
He was in straight dad mode.
You gotta hold that image.
He said, she's like, "Hey, how wrong with? How you doing?"
Yeah,
he's like,
"Dang, he gave me the head nod. He gave me the head nod, man."
I'm serious, bro. I don't know.
When I bumped to this fool at the Ripley's Aquarium, like I said, "Hey, what's up, dude?" I'm up here cussing for children all around me. What's up, my nigga? Yeah. Dude, you silly man.
Yeah, he told me he saw you at the aquarium.
And then we split because I had to catch him with my wife. He had to catch it with his girl and his boy. So when I saw him, it was like that. But I know if it was the opposite,
with me,
if I saw you,
he's like,
hey, what's up, my nigga? What's here? Hey, how you doing?
I don't mean to do that. It's just automatically. I just switch over like that.
Ain't nobody mad at you.
I just switch over. I'm dad mode. I can't help it.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
And everybody's told me that. Man, you different when you with your boys. I'm like, yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Gotta respect it, man. For real. Gotta respect it. That's all it is.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah. Dad mode. With the kids away.
Yeah, with the kids away.
Daddy go play.
Yeah, daddy. Wow. Everybody be telling, baby, hear him. Shit, your dad, wow.
What your daddy doing?
I don't know what they talking about.
That stuff funny, man.
So, all right, is that everything?
Man, that's from movies, albums. Good shows.
Good show, right,
that's
man.
all I know.
He did good,
unless
right?
Black want to talk about some video games that's coming out.
Man, the only game that I know that's coming out is the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It's a.
If you don't know who Kakarot is, Goku, man.
Goku.
I don't know
It's Goku's Saiyan name, man.
You know Dragon Ball Z, right?
Oh, I can't get
It's
into it like
what?
I can't get into Dragon
Dragon
Ball
Ball
Z.
Z hard, man.
It's the same. It's like it's the Dragon Ball Z anime TV show.
But it's based off Goku's story.
Yeah, it's based off Goku's story. It's damn near just like the show. They added some new stuff in there, new characters, but from what I saw, that shit looked dope as hell.
I bought that last Dragon Ball Z game.
Which one? Fighters?
Yeah, that sucker like some straight up Street Fighter.
Yeah,
It's real
I
hard.
got that for my son on Xbox.
That sucker's like Street Fighter, man. Yeah,
The only game I'm looking forward to this year is that Avengers game coming out with Square Enix.
I don't know, man. Those
It's just
niggas
it looks
Avengers
good.
game?
Yeah, it looks really good.
I mean, the
but,
gameplay looks cool, but the character models. Because I guess I've been trained to see.
but this is based on. It's
You not
not
getting Spider-Man, man?
On PlayStation?
Spider-Man?
I ain't got it yet.
Hey, that shit dope.
I heard it's
My
dope.
brother got that game.
I heard it's dope.
I almost got a PlayStation 4 just to get that game.
Uh-oh.
You should get a PlayStation 4, period.
Nah,
What?
we got PlayStation 5 coming, so and the Xbox.
And
the
then
Xbox.
you ain't gonna mess with PlayStation, are you?
I mean, I've had
PlayStation has the best exclusives.
I know, and
But I'm gonna
arguing.
admit, Xbox has the best control.
Xbox,
best control in the world's Xbox.
But they did
you
say
can buy it.
Xbox is losing a lot.
I got the Elite.
Xbox
Series
losing a
too.
lot.
Really?
They make most of their money in America.
Yeah.
But like outside of America,
Oh no!
Sony's
in
making
Europe. In Europe, they Xbox makes money. In Japan, it's a done deal.
Yeah,
Really?
Sony
They-
runs.
Sony
Japan.
has the best
In
exclusives.
some months,
Death
Xbox,
Stranding,
Microsoft
But it
Spider-Man,
started in
Sega
Japan
did.
also. It started in Japan also, I believe.
Well,
right?
I mean,
But they fell
gaming
off.
started in Japan.
But
really.
they fell out. PlayStation had me at 1 and 2. I went to 360. The Xbox at 360, and the PlayStation fell off on PS3.
We'll
though.
see. I
I
mean,
don't
right now,
have no PS3.
No,
I didn't buy none.
the holiday season is when all the new games, all the hotness comes out.
So the new
then
season
once-
is everything's coming out. The PS5 and the Xbox.
Pretty much,
Yeah, all that's supposed to be coming out
it's a
this
slow
year.
roll. In games, it's a slow roll until E3 hits, like in the summer. And then after that, it's just nonstop.
I'm waiting till they have pre-order. I'm going to straight up pre-order my PS4.
See, I never buy systems when they first
Man,
release.
I
Never.
pre-ordered my PS4. Haven't messed up yet.
You said that now.
That first order, I always wait like two, 3 years.
Best believe I'm getting that Madden in 2K, though. I'm getting Madden in 2K.
that the
I don't
only
get it
game?
every year.
Oh.
I get it every other year. I don't
Well, I
get it
can see
every
that.
year.
Yeah.
I ain't getting the same game every year. I get it every other year.
Because I don't see how. I actually stopped playing sports games like when 2K5 because the 2K series NFL 2K was my shit, and they let you update your roster. You can just download the
That's what
roster.
they should do.
But they should do that, but it's just a money grab. Every season is a money grab.
I don't understand. The logistics and all that stuff with the modern sports like that. So
Yeah.
I always stick to NFL Blitz when they.
Yeah.
NBA Jam. I like
remember
the
when
simple
Blitz came
stuff.
out. I remember when Blitz came out with the league. That was hard.
Blitz the League was dope. I
Blitz
like
the League
that.
And what is that other NFL game that they were like,
NFL Street.
Yeah, NFL Street.
That's-
Yeah, that was
they
hard
should
right
bring
there.
that back. I'll buy that shit every year.
NFL Street.
the Street Series, that NBA Street, hell, even FIFA Street was dope.
I don't know
And
about
that
FIFA
what's
Street.
that other Def Jam fighting game they had? They didn't bring that
Def
back.
Jam
Vendetta.
Vendetta?
Yeah. whoo.
I remember that.
That's a story for another time.
What messed up Def Jam Vendetta was when they came out that Icons. And they tried to make
I like the music.
You like Icons?
No. Hear me out. I like some of the mechanics because it was a
They
DJ
tried to make
battle.
it more realer.
It was more realistic, but it was like a DJ battle on the music. Because if you control the music, you control the fight.
Oh, okay.
So you have like T.I. fighting like Ludacris, and while they're fighting, their song is playing. But if you can flip the music to play on your artist's side, then the battle ends up in your favor. But the story, I mean, it was a bad game. But
Man, them suckers when you used to the wrestling moves, and them suckers weren't doing no wrestling. They was just straight kicking and punching.
It was like Tekken almost.
Yeah, it was kind of like Tekken, but with rappers.
Well, yeah, we maybe next time we could talk about.
Yeah, so we probably need to wrap this up in a minute or two. So because we've been talking for a minute, right?
Yeah, we talking for a minute.
No, you still got stuff.
Okay,
He's still scrolling and flipping papers.
I didn't get out my second scroll.
No, And I also recommend
okay,
another show I was watching.
All right, keep going.
A show I also watched this week was called Daybreak. Daybreak was straight.
I seen the trailer.
It was straight.
That's on Netflix too.
It's too much. You'll find out what I'm talking about. It's a little too much, but you'll like it. I don't want no people coming after me. So.
The alphabet people.
Yeah, the LBTG.
All right, stop right there.
Pause.
Stop.
Because they knock it down.
They already at your door. Yeah.
They out there.
What's the spelling though?
I don't even try. I have to look at
LGBTQ.
Okay.
They keep adding letters every month.
So they coming in. I know they
Hey, I rock with y'all, man. I'm gonna be real. I rock with y'all, man. I don't got nothing against it.
LGBTQ.
I'm just being funny. I'm just being funny.
When they ask the T, what's the T?
Hey,
what's the Q? Is
queer?
that queer?
Yeah.
Hey,
and when they ask that?
Hey, look.
I think that's recent.
I want to say this right now. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at Dave Chappelle.
Okay, all right. There it is. It's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer now.
Yeah. The queer, I think, is the curious thing. I think queer was like they know they're not normal or some kind of, I don't know.
How many more letters you think they're going to add?
I look at it. Be happy with whatever skin you're in.
I don't know. I'm not deciding
Be happy with whatever skin you're in.
I'm good. We all like women in here.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all. I'm be real. We just like women. I don't got nothing against y'all.
Exactly. Same here.
I got a bunch of homeboys.
Yeah, that sounds like my friends are black. I got black friends.
It
sound like that. But I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
That dude
I got black friends.
I got black friends. I'm not racist.
Mm-hmm. That's what they all say.
But I don't never hear you say you have Asian friends, but okay.
But I understand too. Yeah, I'm friends with, I don't know what you call them.
I got family members that's in that group, so
yeah, that's the way to put it.
I do too.
We got
in this
friends
country
and
in the Philippines,
so that's like nothing. I wouldn't hurt anyone. I wouldn't do anything. I respect them. They respect me.
Yeah. They just like when I was a kid, like. We used to say like, man, don't be a homo and all that shit. And as I
don't
got
even
older,
say no homo no more, man.
As I got older, you just learned that that's.
I was just doing it because of Dipset. I'm gonna be real. I was just saying because of Dipset. Dipset was saying it all the time.
So Cameron was saying.
Yeah, it was Cameron said. I remember.
Cameron started there.
Yeah.
Cameron started no homo.
Yeah, Dipset started there, man. Nobody wasn't coming out saying no homo straight. Nah, Dipset started that no homo.
Well, they had to because they had motherfuckers wearing pink and shit all the time. So
but the thing is like when we got kids and they see that shit out on TV and stuff. And the thing is when we're watching a show with my youngest one and something happen like two dudes a kiss or whatever, and he'll just look at me and he'll just be shocked. I say, you know what? It is what it is.
The world we're in.
That's what we're in.
The world we're in now. More open with it.
Yeah, and it's like it's weird sitting there and watching something with your kids. Yeah. And then they see that and they know, to us, it's not normal, but it's normalized today. It's normalized. Because that's the world we live in.
They got it in cartoons like Avatar. The new one, Korra. They said she was gay.
It's like, and now it's becoming the norm now. I'm like, I don't have nothing. It is what it is. We can't. That's the world we live in. Mm-hmm. And then I looked at it this way: if my sons turn out, if they're like, "Oh, Dad, I'm gay," I'm like, I'll still love them. It's still my son. I don't see how when people come out to someone, shun the kids, and they're like, no, he's this. Now, dude, that is your kid.
Yeah, that's your blood.
Always gonna be your kid. Don't do that to them.
Because in the end, that you are their support system. They need you.
Yeah, that's when people start taking drugs. Slashing their wrist and.
Oh, hey. Getting graphic here.
I know.
You know what they be doing.
I know. I don't know what they be doing.
I don't know what they be doing, bro.
Oh, man. I'm just telling people I know, man.
But yeah, I just like to put that out there. And nothing against the gay community. Period. It is what it is, and just support and love each other.
Exactly.
Let me say this. I respect you more. I respect you more if you come out as just straight up saying you gay instead of trying to hide it.
That part.
Well, I mean,
and putting everybody else at risk, your family, friends, and like as far as the significant others.
I respect you more.
But you gotta see, you gotta see it through their eyes. Like they have to hide it because they're afraid.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people that they don't care and they're all they're out.
I respect them for that. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real. I had a couple gay people holler at me. They'd be like, "Hey man, you pretty." I'm like, "Thank you," but I just be like,
his eyes got steely again.
Like that.
Yeah, I've been hit on once or twice. Yeah, especially with
you never got hit on. Like,
never. Dude,
I think every dude
I had
got
this
hit
dude
on.
quarter me at my car.
For real?
Yeah, he followed me outside and cornered me at my car. He said, "Hey, what's up, man?" And started hollering. And then I was like, "Yeah, man, it's good." He's like, "Hey, man," and he said, "Man, you know what this is. You know what this is." I said, "What are you talking about?" No, I'm sorry. He said, "You know what this is. Come on, you know." I'm like, I looked at him. I was like, "Damn."
That's like Friday After Next.
Yeah,
you know what
said,
it is.
That's what he said. He said, "Hey, man,
Do you drop the phone book?
Yes, you know what this is. What's up?"
Text just bouncing.
And I'm looking. I'm like,
"What you talking about?"
Yeah, what you
I don't need no phone book.
I looked at him. I was like, "Oh no!"
Hey, that was the funniest part of that movie.
OG's not ready.
That was the funniest part of that movie.
I wasn't ready for that.
He said, "Phone book? Why you got phone books
And he
for?"
wouldn't let me go. So I was like, "Hey man, I forgot something. I gotta do something." I took off and went back into the bar.
Now that's no joke.
Dude,
That's
he came on me
scary,
hard.
That's no joke right there.
Now I can see what women be talking about.
Yeah,
Thirsty-ass dudes.
he was thirsty. He scared me, bro.
Dang,
He cornered me at me. Yeah, I didn't know. Because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The way he came at me, and he came at me hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came at me hard, all right.
Oh shit. Well, you get you.
You know how I take it? When a dude holler at me, and when a dude and a female holler at me, I'm like, man, I'm doing something. I got something going on.
Female at the same time?
Every dude got hollered at you. Well, you said no dude hollered at you.
No dude is never holler at you?
Nah, bro.
But I'm saying, look, I ain't trying to be conceited.
I won't be offended and be like, nah, nigga, now we got to fight.
Dude, I'm not going to give any names, but y'all know him. This dude said if a dude came on him talking, he would whip the shit out of him. I said, "Dude, why you like that? Just say no thanks and walk away."
Yeah,
I feel like if you hate a gay person,
yeah.
If you hate a gay person, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel. If you hate a gay person, there's something wrong with you.
because you could just politely decline out.
Yeah,
That shit
that's all
gets
you
physical.
gotta do.
Yeah, dude, he cornered
Now, if you
me.
keep coming up on, now that's different.
Physical.
Yeah, I've been hit on like it. I was like, "Nah, I'm not like I can
Yeah.
tell." But when that dude cornered me at my car, I had to walk away.
You had if you can't get yourself out of the situation, in the end, I mean, you have to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't just let some Damien type shit.
And the
going
thing
on.
is, I know that dude. He works at the liquor store like down the road, and I would go in there all the time.
For real, he's probably familiar with you.
Yeah, he's like familiar.
Yeah, so he saw me in there, and then he saw me out one day at a bar, and then I was like, "Oh no, I ain't like." And I hadn't been in that liquor store since.
For real.
No, I can't. You can hit on somebody and you politely say no, but not like you said. I see how females feel like a lot of times when they go out because
they say no and then niggas just get thirsty.
Yeah,
you ugly anyway. You're like, wait a minute.
Hey, bro, you wanted my number at first. I'm like, what? That trips me out more than anything.
I know when dudes say you ugly anyway.
I did that before though.
Really?
Did you really? I've never done that.
When I was younger.
I've never done that.
When I was younger. When I was younger, I got turned down. I'd be like, hey, I'm like, forget you. I ain't gonna blast you and say you a big
Yeah.
But I'll just be like, oh, forget you then. You ain't all that anyway. I'll say something like that. That was, I was young.
Person.
I was young.
He's reformed now. He got Benjamin Button disease.
But like I said though, like I ain't got no problem if a female or a dude holler at me.
I have no problem saying no. I'm
good. That lets me know, man. I got something going on right there.
Okay.
Both what? Yeah.
Okay.
It feels good.
I ain't trying to be conceited or nothing.
It feels good it does feel good when a female comes on to you though. Like I still got it.
See, I've been hit on by women before. Now, were they attractive? Yeah,
that's a whole nother story.
But, I mean,
that's subjective.
But still, yeah, like yeah,
you still got.
But I never got hit on by no dude though.
Yeah,
It's never happened to me.
Oh, yeah.
It's
probably coming.
It might come one day.
And I have to politely decline.
Why? I mean, you're a good-looking dude.
Nigga,
y'all built
like a goddamn teddy bear, yeah. For cuddling.
That's what they like.
No, I'm good. I'm taken.
He's happily taken.
I'm taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm about to just give me a band. Cause I don't do. I'm not traditional. We don't wear the band.
It doesn't mean anything. It's it doesn't.
A lot of people don't wear their bands.
A lot of bands. Just
okay. I thought it was just me. I said, man,
like you wouldn't be. I didn't be shocked how many people married. They either lying or they really.
I just tap my finger.
Or you work in the industry we work in. You really can't. I wouldn't even be wearing a ring. We're working hands all the time and all that metal and stuff. So anyway. But y'all ready to wind this up? We done talked about everything.
Let's rile it up, man.
Well, this is the first podcast of the 2020.
The new year. The year of our Lord, 2020.
We're hoping this be a great year for us and this podcast and see where it develops and where it goes. I'm trying to get back in the gym, get back on top of things. I know.
Okay. I hope you get in there. You know I'm going to call you out.
I know, man. He'll call me out.
I'm going to call you out, man.
I signed up in my gym.
Yeah, so everybody got these New Year's resolution we're trying to stick to. And
gotta get this fat off me,
the spring and summertime be here before you know it. So we have 4 or 5 months to look right. So I'm really excited to see this podcast goes. And we're getting faster and faster and better at it. So, and hopefully everybody that's listening enjoy it. I know we be bullshitting, talking about really nothing, but hopefully this year we need to also start getting on guests, bringing in guests.
I got a couple people in mind.
So we all got. Once we get on the roll and get published, we'll have special speakers and motivators, and
we can probably have like a segment on the show.
Yeah. This is a small
segment. We'll get there.
Other than that, Black Opino J, you got anything?
So you can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at Black Opino J. I'm usually posting some bullshit anyways, some stupid stuff, but that's where you catch me at.
All right, and you can catch all of us at The Level Up. That's the THE_level up. It's on Instagram, and there you can find all our information on how to get in contact with us, our links. And all other social media standards, you can just find us there, Twitter, everything. So, Sir Esters, you want to close us out on anything?
Okay. If you can follow me on all platforms, Sir Esters, SIRESTERS.
There you go.
So the quote I have for you is from the great Bruce Lee. Basically, we're going through life. This is a new year, and I want you to look at it as bigger and better things. Basically, he says, life itself is your teacher, and you are in a state of constant learning, meaning you're learning every day. Every day that you learn, you always make yourself a better person instead of becoming the person you was yesterday. So I hope that's a quote for you. I hope you have a good week. So you take this as a good thing or a bad thing, you better either level up or you go shut up.